San Diego Comic-Con, the big one, the big one. And
Yes.
Marvel has come out with some crazy news, man, some big news. And this is the biggest one. Robert Downey Jr. is back in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he returns as Doctor Doom in the new Avengers movie that has been retitled as Avengers Doomsday. Now, this was the biggest announcement. There's a lot of things I've seen. Even Ash mentioned it. How does this work? How could you do this to our biggest hero in the MCU? Obviously, as you all know, Robert Downey Jr. played Iron Man. And now he's coming back as one of MCU's biggest villains as Doctor Doom. So, bro, this is my thoughts on it, right? This is my thoughts. I think it's a one and done, or just for the new. Think about it, bro. They were going with Kang Dynasty, right? The MCU and the movies they've been bringing out have not been doing so well, right? With Kang Dynasty, unfortunately, what happened with Jonathan Majors happened. So they had to change course. Now they're moving into Doctor. I don't think this is our MCU's Doctor Doom. I think this is just a one and done Avengers big threat Doctor Doom movie like Doomsday and Secret Wars. I don't think this is going to be our MCU Doctor Doom. They're just going to bring it in just because I feel like they had to take a change because of Kang Dynasty. So they moved away from that for now. And this is the beauty about these movies. You can come back to that in the future, be it Jonathan Majors or a whole new character, a whole new actor. It's going to be a new variant because Jonathan Majors one's, I guess, you know, we saw what happened in Ant-Man and Quantumania and whatnot, but different variant, new actor, whatever. They can do that in the future. That's the beautiful thing about it. Bring it all back. But for now, I think like the MCU's been losing, right, a little bit, right? Of course, Deadpool and Wolverine's been amazing, but they can't lose on a Avengers movie. You can't. If they have an Avengers movie flop, that's it, right? Maybe the individual movies like Captain Marvel, all that sort of stuff. Okay, we had a flop, all that sort of stuff. You can't have an Avengers movie flop. So on that, right, not only did they get RDJ back for this storyline, I just think for this short storyline, they also brought back the Russo brothers.
Yes.
To direct these. So you got Avengers Doomsday coming out May 2026, that might change. And then Avengers Secret War coming out May 2027. And the Russo brothers are back to direct it. And again, I think they're playing it. Look, they're familiar with these guys. They need to make sure they get a win with these guys. The writer, what is his name? Sorry, I had to write his name. Of Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgames. What's his name? I've got it here. I wrote it down. 1 second. His name is Stephen McFeely.
Okay.
Right. So same writer. They're going back to what they know. They're going back to what was successful with those movies. You know, I'm not saying that these movies are guaranteed to be blockbuster hits, but you can't have a failed Avengers movie. Like they've had failed flops of Marvel movies, but they can't have a failed movie. So that's my opinion. This is just for this. They've announced all these announcements. It's like all this shit went wrong after we announced it. The hype went down. We oversaturated. We had so many flops. Jonathan Majors, something happened to him. How do we resolve this? Let's change course. Let's go back to what we know and let's regroup after. I reckon they're going to regroup again after the Avengers movie. So this is my opinion. This is just a short-term strategy to get back on track, get some success, and then regroup and then come back to whatever storyline they go. And I'm happy, bro. I honestly, I think this is going to be fun. A Tony Stark variant turning into Doctor Doom, because he is a genius at the end of the day, right? So it's going to be, I mean, that's what I'm assuming with Robert Downey Jr. There's no way you can not have there's no way you can use Robert Downey Jr. and not be a Tony Stark variant, right? So that's what I think it's going to be. So what's your thoughts on all of this?
I'm going to be a bit controversial, and I'm going to say panic mode. Yeah, I'm going to say panic mode, bro. I'm going to say Marvel are panicking, and they've had to make some really harsh, quick decisions because they've got movie slates that they want to get out by next year and the year after. So you can imagine the amount of work that needs to go through with all these changes. My only issue is, like, listen, don't get me wrong, I'm still geeking out, I'm still happy, I'm still excited. You know, the quote that comes to my head is, you know, you live long enough. What was it that Harvey Dent says? You live long enough to see yourself as a hero, you end up becoming a villain or something like that.
No. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna pull it up now.
Go on, go on, go on.
Harvey Dent quote. Yeah, but it's exactly that.
Yeah,
That
you
should be
see yourself.
a what do you call it? A meme for this, bro.
You know what? I think I'll put something together. I'm actually putting some posts together to try something new for the channels as well. And shout out to everybody that's following the Instagram
You
page and TikTok. But I've got some new stuff coming out. But go on.
Yeah, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Now, he
Boom.
did die a hero, but this variant maybe lived too long enough to see himself become the villain. So that's probably what it is. That's a great quote. I think it should be a meme. You should put that together. I I don't you know what? I think it's a bit of panic mode, and I think it's just strategy. Calm down on the movies. We got a couple this year, right? They pushed a lot of things. They cancelled a few
Yeah.
things. We need to regroup because of what happened with Kang the Conqueror, Jonathan Majors. What I said earlier, I think they're just strategizing, getting some wins. Deadpool Wolverine's gonna win, getting some wins. Already it's made, I think, like 200 million on its opening weekend. So they're looking to get some wins, some budget back that they probably lost from loads of Marvel projects. But I think they're trying to go back to what they think would work, which is with these directors, with these actors, and with Doctor Doom. I don't think this is our Doctor. This is not the MCU's Doctor Doom. This is a short story. This is what I think. A what if,
No,
almost like a
exactly.
what
Yeah.
if. You know what? They should have called it what if. They should have called it Avengers. What if Tony Stark became Doctor Doom? Like it could have been one of that. It could have been. They could have made a what if cartoon. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's very
And
interesting. That it kind of leads up into that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see, bro. I mean, I'm super excited. Super
so,
excited. Yeah.
all right. Well, that's a big banger. Loads of people coming back. Let's go on to the next thing. Let me. Okay. Yes, this one. The Fantastic Four has got an
Ooh.
official new title called Fantastic Four First Steps. There we go. Can you see this? First
Yep.
Steps.
Man. First
Interesting.
steps. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what that means or what that's referring to, but interesting title. Um,
Bit,
on that, where was this? Did you see I think you posted this, the drone footage that they put up of Galacta? That was fantastic. I'm sorry. I think that was amazing.
that was really good.
What
Really
a
good.
great piece of advertising or whatever it is. But Galactus, bro, come on, he's gonna look great. After the reason why I'm confident of why he's gonna look great is because of what we saw in Eternals. That's the one positive thing, one of the positive things I could take from Eternals. I know there wasn't much or whatnot, but the way they showed us the celestial being, I'm like, oh, they could do Galactus well, and I think they're gonna do Galactus very well.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro. 100%.
Oh,
Like I don't see no issues there. Be interesting to see where they go and what we learn about these characters. And it's first steps. This is their beginning as well for us. It's their introduction to the MCU. So it'd be very interesting to see where they go with it.
that's it. And I think the Doctor Doom that we're gonna get possibly, I think they might introduce the MCU's Doctor Doom in this one. And that's why I think, honestly, that in this movie,
Okay.
and that will be our MCU Doctor Doom for the future. This is my theory, man. This is a short story with Robert
Yeah.
Downey Jr. and Tony Stark. He's not the MCU's Doctor Doom. This is just,
Okay.
it's not, like I said, it's not just a panic thing. It's also what happened to Jonathan Majors and the Kang dynasty. It's like, what do we do? What do we do? Let's just, you know what? Let's just tell a story about this for now and we'll move on and whatnot. So, but that Galactus thing was awesome. And I'm looking forward to the Fantastic Four. Should be fun.
No, definitely. I'm seeing listen, bro, they're a great cast. Yeah, so I cannot complain at all about what we're gonna get from them. It'll be a blast, bro. Absolute blast.